And I'm KHQA's Lynsey Whitaker, live from outside of an open house where we're diving deeper into the future of the Quincy Bay. David, I spoke to more than a dozen drivers who say that gas is a necessity, but they're not buying into the Chicago political machine. They say if a gas hike like this happens, it could mean a crisis for some Illinois residents. Terry Trader made an announcement a few weeks ago saying Quincy will be now one of a Triple Crown race series. Yes, Quincy will be on the map with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for a Triple Crown title. This is Highway 24 that connects 96 to Highway 172, and we are on scene of what appears to be a serious accident. Adams County Coroner John Myers tells KHQA that there's at least one fatality on scene.
KHQA's Lynsey Whitaker takes you inside where the chips are made for a public sampling.
We heard a lot of comments about please don't change it, why did you change it, why would you ever change it?
I can tell the difference.
The original chip was fantastic.
Needs a little bit more salt, but otherwise really good.
Now these are very good potato chips.
Derzing's Potato Chip delivers potato chips all across the tri-states, and now they're being forced to change their family recipe due to new FDA regulations. Beginning next month, food supply chains, large and small, will be forced to have all trans fats taken out of their products. Companies were first made aware of this regulation 3 years ago.
We actually tried to create a trans fat-free chip about 15 years ago, and it failed miserably.
The chip company located in Burlington, Iowa, has been working to modify the 85-year-old chip back to its original taste.
So the crunch came out differently, so we had to be aware of that. Then the salt adherence also changed.
To tell you the truth, I enjoyed the other ones better.
The chip company is now working with the scientists to bring the product back to its roots.
It's a taste of home for a lot of people, so we don't want to lose that. Taste has a memory.
I really liked the chip before. I think the government needs to leave us alone. If we want junk food, we want junk food.
David and Raja, I'm currently in one of the corners right now, just right down from what will be the start-finish line for the Quincy Grand Prix. Now, when I spoke with drivers earlier today, they believe that this will be the trickiest corner on the circuit. Why? It's because there's a blind spot. You can't see what's around the corner, and at speeds at 65 and 75 miles per hour, the course may not change, but you never know what could be around the corner.
This is the most original track I think I've ever been on.
If you heard a rumble in South Park Monday, it's because the go-karts returned to the 1.2-mile course for the first time in 17 years.
This track is so unique and it's such an amazing setting. It's just really exciting to be on track back here again after so many years.
A private test session was held to prepare for the June 9th and 10th event.
The track is really fun. Once I got used to it, it was very smooth, very fast.
This is also the first time both the rookies and the veterans got to try out the new racing surface.
The veterans have been around this track a lot, but that was with the old surface, so it's kind of going to be new for them too. And yeah, we did it today and practiced a little bit, but we're also haven't ran it 20 years ago, so it's kind of going to be interesting how that all works out.
Drivers will have to set their carts up to 12 different corners and a major elevation change.
Today's practice session was very helpful in getting the setup figured out. It's been so long since we've run here.
One veteran driver says the smooth transition will pay off for the fans.
There's going to be a lot of slipping and sliding, and there's going to be a lot of passing. That was one of the first comments I got from one of our drivers earlier today.
Whether you're a rookie or a veteran, come race day, the eyes will be on the prize of winning the trophy named Gussie. That's after the founder of the event, the late Gus Trader.
There's some big names that have won here that are in NASCAR and IndyCar and sports cars now, so if you win here, you're up there with all of the legends.
We're just over a month away from the event. That is June 9th and June 10th. Terry Trader made an announcement a few weeks ago saying Quincy will be now one of a Triple Crown race series. Yes, Quincy will be on the map with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for a Triple Crown title.
Yay Macomb, yay McDonough County, yay Western Illinois.
A typical drive through McDonough County on Highway 336 would usually route you through downtown Macomb. That all changed today.
What a great day. This shows the wonderful results when people come together to work to get things done.
Just after 2 p.m., IDOT officials opened up the new 7-mile 2-lane stretch of Highway 336 and Highway 110. This new bypass will lead you to Highway 67 just north of Macomb and south of Good Hope.
This is the last key link between Chicago and Kansas City.
And even with less traffic being funneled through downtown Macomb, Mayor Mike Inman says the bypass is great for safety and the local economy.
The economic aspect of having development out at these interchanges, some safety aspects when it's fully completed and getting traffic that otherwise is cumbersome in Macomb. I'm talking about large profile vehicles, truck tractors, semi-trailers.
The governor made a promise today, one Mayor Inman says will be the driving factor to economic growth.
We're going to go to 4 lanes here. We're going to go to 4 lanes here. We're going to get it done.
Governor Rauner says highways like 336 are not only vital for travelers, but also for local farmers.
We need a good highway system so we can get our products to market, products to the distribution centers quickly, efficiently, and that we can save our farmers money and we can get higher income.
Reporting in McDonough County, Lynsey Whitaker, KHQA News. Today, Quincy honors Officer William H. Dallas, a man who left his mark on the community but had no marker to remember him until today.
Officer William H. Dallas, first of 5 Quincy police officers who have given their lives in the line of duty.
William H. Dallas, a police officer for Quincy Police Department, was born in 1844. Dallas was the first African-American officer to join the department.
It's one of those stories that probably ought to be a movie.
Officer Williams was born a slave in the Carolinas, and after escaping, he found himself in Quincy. After the bounty hunters came to town, Williams left for Canada. He then joined the Union Army. Williams was hurt while serving in the Army. Once he recovered, he came back to serve the Gem City.
Started doing some research, and after I found out how he got his job, and I went to search for him.
Jim Ross is a retired Quincy Police Department officer.
I found that he was buried out here in this huge, beautiful cemetery of Woodland, but nobody knew exactly where it was.
After extensive research through archives, Ross located where fallen Officer Dallas was buried, but one thing was missing.
There was some stones there, we think, at one time, but through the past years, there was never, they was all busted up or probably thrown away or hauled off somewhere. Been that many years ago.
Harrison Monuments donated Officer Dallas's headstone. It was through the community that the money was raised to purchase Dallas's wife's tombstone. Ross says it appears Dallas is giving him a salute today.
Subtracting that from today's date, 2018, it's 142 years. That was my first badge number. That's amazing.
The governor's visit came as a surprise to many at tonight's open house to reveal the master plan construction. Governor Rauner will be staying overnight at the Illinois Veterans Home and is expected to address the media in the morning. Paul Woodworth worked at the Illinois Veterans Home for 20 years. He says the plan unveiled Thursday gives him hope for the future.
In 20 years, I might want to be living here.
Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner announced a $200+ multi-million-dollar plan to rebuild the Vets Home this past summer. That includes more than $50 million in startup funds fixed into the state budget. Less than 4 months later, demolition is underway.
But it starts with the leadership, and certainly he's been providing that leadership for all of us, and it's great when everybody kind of comes together and wanting to support our veterans. And
the master plan is a document based on current state analysis and evaluation. It serves as a framework for the future of the home and community.
We want the safety and security of our veterans, obviously. Second thing that we really want to do is focus on the viability of this, and also the sustainability, and tying it all in with the latest technology.
An open house Thursday afternoon gave the surrounding community a first glance at the vision for the new campus.
Just wanted to see what buildings they was going to take down and how the plan was, going to be the new barracks or the new facility, and it's looking pretty good.
It will be the envy of every state veteran homes. They're going to come here to see what they can do in their states.
I'm told that the master plan is on track and is scheduled to be finalized by the end of this year.